Hello and welcome to ACC, also known as All Channels Combined. I am Ryurai Hitsugi.
Whatever, Otaku no Ken.
I am Ajuro Kamiryu. Hi.
And I need to establish that I have the biggest weave in this cast from the word go.
Yes, you are.
There's no doubt about that. Alright, today's project will be about Sword Art Online.
The first episode.
I found cookies.
Yes, he did. He's not lying about this. He's eating them right now. Alright. So we watched the first episode today and decided to do this cast about it. So, what's the first thing we want to start with, guys?
I want to preface this by noting that these two actually like the show. I do not particularly care for it. So, this is going to get weird as it goes on.
Yeah.
We are weird.
I know we're saying we like this show now, and you're not going to believe us once we start. Alright, let's start with our first set of points on this anime. Like, does anyone notice the Clyde's headband?
Yes. And just...
No, say his friend had a headband too over his entire head, actually.
That's just... His head... Yes, but that's not really the point, because we don't see his friend with a headband otherwise. But Clyde has this headband that just perfectly matches the one he's wearing in real life. So, either that item actually existed in the game, it's something he bought because they made a copy from the game, or the animator just got lazy. Take your pick.
True.
That, and it scans you and basically shows what you are. If he has the headband when they all looked into the mirror, then that means he was wearing it when he put on the headgear.
Oh god, that's gonna have like years worth of sweat when they finish the show built up in it.
Yeah. That's a point of showers and...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not get into that. We'll get into that later.
Alright.
That's another topic.
So I guess that could bring up the next point of... So if there's no... We're talking about them not being able to shower and stuff. That also means what they've been doing to themselves while in this game.
Okay.
Soiling themselves.
Well, to be fair, at least later they go... I think, if I remember this correctly, later they go to the hospital, so there's somebody to clean up after them. Still, that poor nurse that gets the sword art wing.
Right?
Yeah.
And the people who have to deal with it who haven't found him in like a day.
So you can hold your...
And the guys who own the apartments on people that live alone.
Clyde.
I'm
I'm about to say, but then does your body hold it for so long until it actually has to go?
Well, I suppose it normally would, but without any conscious effort to hold the muscle back.
Yeah. But alright, let's change that subject,
Let's
shall
try
we?
let's try to move some less gross subjects.
Alright, so...
Like Klein wanting to date Kirito's underage sister.
Right?
Hey, I blame Kirito. He said sister. He didn't say what age sister.
Yeah, right? You think that would have been one of his,
She's 14. Stop.
I don't know.
No, it just... She doesn't like games. Yeah, that's so
totally
gonna
going to
stop
stop the kind of guy whose first response to, you have a sister? What's she like? Is she hot? Yeah.
Dumbass.
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work out. Alright, now to that subject. So, they talk about how there's no magic system.
That's very stupid.
There would be no support characters in this game.
There's one, and it's a little fluffy dragon.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, it only heals yourself.
Exactly. So it's kind of a...
So
it's
there's
really
no
not a
support
support.
casters, which means the raid bosses are gonna be goddamn ridiculous.
Let's say they do fix
Alright,
that in
then-
Elfheim, though.
We did talk about how... Alright, so this is the best you could probably get as a support. Let's give all of our potions, like backup potions and stuff, to one guy to have his support. Now, what about if that guy dies? All your stuff is gone.
Let's say even hypothetically that this game, what didn't kill you? We're gonna be nice here and assume this is something you'd actually want to play because it's not lethal. That still kind of messes with you because, well, that poor guy has to stand back and not do anything with the potions. His whole
Right.
job is literally hand them out.
Or hurl them at you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Top speed.
if you can, we don't even know if that's a
Uh,
mechanic.
Oh, I remember now what I was going to bring. That does bring me up thing too. The menus. Why does a lock-controlled game have drop-down menus? Why can't I just reach into my pocket, that activates inventory, think potion, pull out potion?
Nope, you got to push a button in a mini computer box.
Like, just
Yeah, that's a good point. Everything else is thought controlled. Why does that part have to be different?
like the only thing I can think of is that that's just there for the anime, so that you remember this is a video game.
What if you went to point at something? You're like, and then all of a sudden the menu comes down. You're like, get out of here.
You flick your finger or snap your fingers and poof, menu goes bye-bye.
Yeah, so we realize that the magic system thing is a really bad idea.
Well, no majors.
And, alright, now there's no magic system. Why does ranged weapons have to not be available?
Or, again, the most advanced range weapon we have seen in the first episode is a rock. Why not bows? Bows are cool. Those are
Crossbows,
Even a slingshot.
normal bows, anything.
good. Slings.
But no
Trebuchet
ranged
mace.
weapons whatsoever.
I mean, throwing needle, I think.
Yeah, that happens, I know, later, but we're not getting into that now because that is later.
Okay.
But
Let's
still,
save some stuff for the later episodes.
he talks about a blade.
You can
Just a
hurl.
blade.
So you can throw the blades
I
at
mean,
people
I get,
and
the,
hope
game,
it comes
I get the
back.
game is called Sword Art Online, but
It's just ridiculous.
eh,
So basically, this is literally just sword art online.
no, because you can have axes, maces, and spears. I saw all those on like
You can.
non-central characters in the first episode in the background.
You can have different types.
Ooh, we can have blade-like objects.
Hey, mace is a blunt instrument, sir.
Wow, one whole item.
This is.
Pretty sure you.
Why are there no warhammers?
No, they're
I want
not.
my warhammer, damn it!
Not that we can
You
see.
just have to take the blacksmith hammer and hit somebody with that, apparently.
That's only a small one. I want.
If you can equip it as a weapon.
I think Lizzie
Then
can.
again, you can pick up a rock.
So why do you
Throw
Yeah,
that.
true. You can pick up a rock and throw. Whoa, what? Your best ranged weapon in the game? A rock.
It doesn't even do like much damage. It just kind of draws aggro.
Pretty much.
So your tanks are the guys who throw rocks to draw aggro.
There's your support, guys. We just found out.
A Geodude, walk through.
Alright, so our next point will be how the guys are girls in like every other MMO.
Too many girls. Guy in real life.
So question: did we miss a character where a girl was playing as a guy?
No, I don't think you saw that at all.
At least not in the first episode.
I mean, you saw when they all got teleported to the main plaza, and you saw all those girls, and then after everybody looks in the mirror, all those girls are gone.
Because
and then when you get back, there's like 4 girls.
I know that there are some girls
And-
who play as guy characters. That way they don't get nitpicked at.
And harassed and all that.
Yeah.
I give it this. At least that's realistic.
True. But, then the funny part to me, I don't know about anyone else, but that one guy who played as the girl was probably more of a girl character than a lot of the girls that we would see.
The only one I think who beats him is that little short girl, blonde hair. I think she has the dragon.
Oh, the little dragon girl.
Yeah, I think she's like the only next girly girl.
Yeah, but we'll talk about that more later. But I want everyone to notice that point as we go on without this series.
You
the
do
one
see.
dude who's faking it acts more feminine than the...
You do see. You see those two later on constantly. They form their own guild, I think.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we continue.
I know you see them a lot.
Also, and it's kind of funny, but the other guy has a completely different build when he gets turned back. He's all fat and everything. And the guy who was playing the girl's response is, "Wait, you're not 17?
No, you're not.
There's
14.
you're not 17.
All right.
There's so much other stuff to notice about the guy, and the fact that he's not really 17 is what catches your attention.
Right?
I mean, it's an anime, so I can't tell how old anybody's supposed to be.
Oh, look, a cookie.
True. Alright, guys. Now, if anyone even noticed that when they're in the big room with Akihiko Kaiba, nobody challenges him?
That's like the least realistic thing in this entire anime. Not the full time VR, not any of the other crap. The fact that somebody saw a giant invincible boss and was not like, I'm gonna try and kill it.
Right?
I would have. Like,
I mean,
"Rah!"
we didn't think people were even going to leave either. But we were
those
proven
two,
wrong.
Those two people.
We were proven
the couple
wrong.
people or whatever.
Well, the points for that, at least 2 people tried to skip the cutscene.
Fuck it, I'm done.
No, invisible walls. Motherfucking Kaiba.
Damn it.
It's just, we just thought that was just one thing. This is an anime. but nobody tried to battle the big guy.
Yeah. And I feel this is a little late, but I should let us know. Anyway, by the way, this is not for fucking kids. We might be swearing a lot.
Have you met me?
All right, but I will
They haven't.
I will give
True.
him one credit. He had a badass entrance.
Hey, that was a pretty good one.
What, blood poured down and
Giant blood pool forms up, lightning engulfs it, giant red guy in a robe.
Then he leaves.
Then he leaves
Dial up.
with the dial-up tone.
That was funny.
Because it's not enough to let these people know you got the video game that killed them. You want to be an asshole, you really got to have that last touch. Fucker.
You know he had to add that himself just to be an ass.
Because there's no way a guy who owns a company rich enough to make this game actually has dial-up in Japan in 2022.
Alright, oh, and he talks about the helmets. And talks about how you can't pull them off without your brain getting fried. Alright, wouldn't it have to register this?
Yeah, like, even if the computer's like, imagine if somebody took it off gently, yeah, that'd probably take a while. I'm pretty sure if like somebody just came in and just yanked it off because the person didn't have the chin strap on or something, at least a few people would have made it.
Right?
Yeah.
He doesn't
I mean,
explain.
granted, even if they did, he's not going to tell the players that, but that's just one of those little fringe logic things I'm pretty sure is there.
I'm honestly surprised that the fucking police didn't go try to do something about like his physical body.
Holy crap, I think he just found the biggest plot hole in this whole show.
Right? No one thought about disconnecting him himself.
Or just showing it to
Hey, look, we beat the 400 by disconnecting the main guy.
Where you go
But
home
then
now?
again, that probably wouldn't work because if he's dead, who's putting back in the login button or logout button?
What are they? I don't know, but I just
I thought
You would literally kill everybody
I
by
Here's the thing,
taking him
here's the
out.
thing, is he coded to let himself die when he gets unplugged? Because if he is, well,
Well, that would be dumb.
if nothing else, I gotta give him points for this. That is dedication to your stupid evil plan.
Yeah?
I thought at the very end of the show something happened after he got beaten.
Wouldn't know.
Look, we're not gonna get that far.
Yeah, that's why I'm not going that far now.
Please. We want to save this stuff so that if we get corrected later, we can be surprised by it.
Alright.
Kind of. Well, okay, I'll be thrown off because of what I'll be doing with the
And
clock.
how there's no outside warnings of like, warning, don't take this off of someone's head due to this, or this. And like, don't put in, of course, you'll die, but at least some type of warning so when like...
Or or maybe when they finally do start that up, just have it flash on the computer screen.
Yeah.
You have to run this through a PC.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude.
Wait a second. Didn't he connect himself through a wire?
Kirito?
Yeah, he put a wire into the headset. The wire was connected to the computer, connected to the internet.
Yeah,
when they had to take them to the hospitals.
wireless routers?
I think there's an explanation for that later in the show, but I don't remember.
I guess we'll find out.
They
but
do
I
explain.
remember him plugging in a cord for the internet into the back of his head.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that we'll have to see.
Still. So.
Alright, they talked about the beta.
Okay, but he still could have said that. Okay, I still think this out. He still could have brought that up. After the game started and the logout register button went, he could have sent that to like the news as a terrorist threat or something to warn them.
Yeah.
So yeah, he still let people. So yeah, he still let a bunch of people die just for the hell of it.
203. What was it? 203. 2,300.
200 something.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not 2,000 for a little bit.
But to that next point, they said how the beta testers didn't make it to the end of the game.
What was the floor? What was the top floor they made it? Did they mention what top floor they made it to?
Not in this
Second
episode.
episode.
Okay. Because
But,
that means like that much of the game has not been beta tested.
Yeah. How do we not know there's like glitches and stuff up there and
For all we know, every floor path, and he got Kaiba's plan is actually kind of luck based when you think about it, because his entire thing runs on the assumption that at no point between the last floor beta tested and the top floor is there just some like glitch that crashes the game.
I have a question.
Because I played.
What if a hacker somehow hacked the system from inside SAO?
you know that's probably already being tried, but something tells me since he's in the game himself, it's probably hard for them to do.
I have a point on that later. I'm gonna put it in the box, and we're gonna save it for an episode that I know is coming.
Alright.
Because trust me, this is the point where it will really become obvious when I go on this explosive rant about the moment that killed this show for me.
But alright.
Yeah, in case we haven't mentioned it, I am the one that does not like the show much.
You mentioned that already.
Okay then,
All right.
I know for sure now.
The mirror. The mirror.
Yeah. Like, nobody, everybody took it out. Like, nobody's just like, yeah, you know, I'm not just pulling this out, this obvious psychopath, the mirror out by this obvious psychopath.
He's like, check your inventory for this item. You're telling me there's nobody who's going, no.
No,
I'm not listening to your demands.
You obvious fucking psycho.
And now I have Sour Patch Kids.
He's going to be doing this for a while.
Sure, I swear.
I'm hungry.
But alright. So, yeah, we have to call that out.
Also, what if you're sucking your gut while doing the pat down? Then you have a skinny gut.
You know, it would be kind of funny if you did that, but you were the kind of person that had, like, boobs.
Like old
Then
busty.
you'd have, like, skinny, but then you'd be a guy, and you'd be skinny, but you'd have the boobs.
Or
Yeah, I wonder if that's how it would register it.
Because you can't suck those in.
you can strap them down?
Then, alright. Now, here's the one big one that made us really think. When they all took out the mirrors and our, like, whole appearance changed, why was Kirito so surprised about Clyde?
He literally just got a haircut.
Clyde even said I made best my after on my actual self.
Also, I think his name was Klein, but he just said Clyde.
Clyde, whatever.
Either way.
We know who we're talking about.
Because
Still.
we had to point that out to the so that we beat the comments to correcting it. So, ha! Pedantic bub who went straight to the comment section as soon as somebody said that.
There's probably a lot of them, too. But, yeah, so... I just like the surprise in Kirito's voice on that.
Like he had some substantial changes. He noticed something changed, but Clyde is just like, he got a haircut.
Yes.
I think 2 of us in this room have gotten haircuts recently, and none of us failed to recognize each other.
Who are you?
I don't know.
Wasn't talking to you. I was
I
talking to
don't know
Otaku.
who myself is anymore.
I was talking to Otaku, not you, Ryu.
I like to butt in,
Oh, butt out.
but I need to be here.
Damn it. Here, have Sour Patch Kid.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. So, after all that, we get towards the end. Kirito pulls out the map.
Horrible map.
Who can read that map?
I think the dark color area was the road, and everything else, the light blue was the terrain, and the other blue was mountains?
Still, who can read it?
The creator, I don't know. The NPCs?
Kirito, apparently. Then, this is even before he gets to full-on Jesus-kun levels.
And, Clyde, I don't know about any of you, but he's definitely the best friend in this entire series.
He won't leave his friends.
His friends are back there. He gets invited to go on to a person who knows what they're doing in this game.
He's like, no, man, I'm not ditching my buddies. Clyde is a bro.
I'm gonna say, Clyde Randy going to go to another game, so he good to go.
He knows what he's doing to an extent, but like he knows he could get up there on it without his buddies. But he decides to stick with them.
Though it does make it kind of funny when you realize the guy who's already run a guild is the one who decided to skip the tutorial, apparently.
You're right. And then they find out, and Clyde makes a comment to Kirito about his looks.
The bromance has begun.
And instead of Kirito being like, whoa, bro, calm yourself, or like just walks away, he's like, you look good too, man. You're like, what?
He said the scruffy look suits him better.
That was kind of fun.
Even though he looks scruffy to begin with.
But still, they just sit there and like acknowledge each other's looks.
They're trying to be nice.
Sadly, I have to give this one point. This is a Japanese. This is a Japanese show. They could have had him like panic and freak out and just ruin the scene with this stupid unfunny shtick of Kirito being no homo. No, Kirito's cool with it. Kirito's a buddy. Again, this is
the bromance has begun.
Yep. Clyde,
all right.
So far, Clyde, best girl.
Best girl.
Well, it's not. Well, who's it? Well, technically,
I don't know. Best girl still goes to me, the guy who pretended to be a girl and was truly
doesn't have
a man.
much competition yet.
No, best girl, the boar.
What do you think of the boar?
level 1 boar? Or the wolf?
The slime boar.
There's no slime board. There's no reward.
It's the level of a slime.
And other RPGs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's time for.
So what's the wolf then? Level 1 still?
It must be one-shot at it.
Critical hit.
Alright, it's confirmed we have crits in this game.
Random crits, apparently.
Alright. We watched this today on Crunchyroll. We decided we are definitely now making sure we have a subscription because I'm not going through those ads again.
One of them kicked in at literally the most dramatic moment possible, completely ruining the scene.
Right after Kirito killed the puppy.
Wow, you just made him sound so sociopathic just now.
Good
right
job.
After he kills the puppy. Right after he kills the puppy. That is just... Ugh.
Good job.
I made Otaku go, ugh.
Again, I would like to remind you, they're the ones that like the show.
I
Because
never-
nobody watching this is going to believe that.
I never said I was a
Yeah.
nice person.
I know we said we like the show. Even right now, Otaku even likes the show to this point. But when you really sit down and look at certain points of a show
Or movie.
or movie, you start to notice some shit.
Actually, there's always stuff wrong with everything, so we're just pointing it out just because we have nothing better to do.
We feel we need to point this out. Just because you like the show, just because you hate the show, whatever. This is the internet, so nobody's gonna. This is the internet, so people are starting to lose their minds. But hey, can't say we didn't try to be reasonable.
Starting to.
We know there's going to be people who like this anime here. We know there's going to be some people going to come that don't like this anime. We thank you for coming and joining in. And this will be the end of our cast.
Wait, I have one last thing I want to introduce before we wrap this
Oh.
up. I feel the need to remember this reminder because I've actually heard that some people say the book makes this better, and I am not. So I plan to test that theory out. On my own channel, I'm going to read the light novels of Sword Art Online, the first light novel, and I'm going to see if I like the light novel better than I did the anime. So if you're interested, go ahead and check out that channel. There will be a link on ours. Maybe one in the description for the next video.
We'll make sure it's on the description below of his channel, my channel, and Azure's channel.
We need more mics.
Yeah.
That we do. But till then, next episode we'll be starting, and the next animes we'll be doing as well, along with this one, is Vandred and Drifters for the next episode.
So tune in and catch us then.
Bye.
Later.